Whoa. The Eric KO preloaded there. I think the Chief, I think he arranged that from when he ended the stream last night. Very crafty of him. Chat getting KO'd early on. What an entrance. Yeah, that's just my walkout music. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. You know how in baseball they have, they actually have a walkout song. You know, in boxing, obviously they have a walkout song, but it, you know, you're not, you're not doing too many of those, so you don't hear the walkout song like all the time or anything. But in chess, if I had a walkout song at the beginning of every stream, that would be, you'd hear that a lot. Maybe we can sell the rights. The Mon Hamilton walkout song. Every stream begins with the AH walkout. How's everybody doing? Hello, Nitsid Prime. What's up, Paul JB? Goliath David. What up, Fando? Nova, Midnight, Theo. Hello, ABD. How are you doing this, I guess, early evening for you? What's up, Lyosh, Johnny? I thought we'd turn on the stream and do the old-fashioned sub Sunday, play a few games, chat, hang out. It's been kind of a, like many days in a row streaming, so I feel like we've been quite busy, but didn't want to miss another one, and we don't usually do sub Sunday too much anymore, but I'm just here to chill, listen to some tunes, just relax. We have a YouTube series coming out pretty soon. It'll be out this coming week. You guys know it, so if you've watched the stream, it won't be a surprise to you, of course. But yeah, just one of our series that we completed a little bit ago on stream is gonna be appearing on YouTube, and I'm excited for you guys to have it. Obviously, you might have seen it live, but I think packaged together, it might be pretty exciting. M-Psych, thanks for the 47 months. Nearly 4 years with us. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, let us know, Dustin. Let us know. We'd love to host you in Spain. That'll be really exciting. Chessbra fan zone in Spain for the candidates. No, I don't know if it's in Spain. I'm just joking. I'm just joshing. Dude950, thanks for the 42 months. Replicated from ABD, 42 of his own and a tier 3. Standards for a KO are getting wildly easy, says Airbus Driver. KO for that, ABD. I'm feeling it. I mean, that comment right there, whew, great from ABD. Wow, unreal comment from ABD. There is Nitsa. That's why I was making the tongue-in-cheek joke there. I'm not sure about it. M-Psych, thanks again for the 47. A reminder, Sub Sunday, we need challenges. So if you guys want to play a game, get some practice in, I'm happy to play. 5 minutes or less, 3+2, 3-0, bullet, whatever, and unrated, preferred. But yeah, happy to take all challengers. Subs get preference. Hey, Tomenheim. Hey, Sleazy. And hello to Chess TV as well. I mean, we can't forget. Nova, I'll be the first to admit, I am petrified of the chat. I would rather play GM. The Chess Kid. Holy smokes, let's start with one of our games here. Big Moose. Good stuff. I feel like if this is the starting position, there might be some work that has been done here. Okay, I'll go here and I guess fall for something. What's happening here? Knight g4. Good lord. Good lord. It's like, I can't even think here. It's like 15 seconds are ticking down on me. Dude, it's actually like really annoying with the time ticking down. I had to make a move or the game's gonna like abort or something. It's part of the struggle though, I guess. I don't fancy my chances here against a guy who's doing a custom position and playing the move e5 to start. I'm getting hit with a whole heap and heck of theory. Jeez, man. I think this is my best shot. If I can survive, I call that a win. Thanks a lot, the Chess Kid. That's 102 months from the Chess Kid. SJ McFarland, thanks for the 100 bits. No, the custom I'm getting hurt here from Mr. Lost Moose. I think he's got a better position, so we'll just have to survive. 102 is nuts. 102 is nuts. Oh my goodness. What the heck is that move? I'm in pain here. I'm in pain. I guess we go here. I mean, what else, right? Pretty much have to. Here, like, I mean, I'm just getting dusted. Him thinking says I'm out of theory. But you know what else him thinking says? Him thinking says we're lost. Because there's no way he'd be thinking if I played a good move. Because he would have prepared that one. So we might be out of theory, but we're probably also lost. But sometimes it's worth getting a well-prepared lad out of theory, even at the cost of taking a bad position. Okay, knight e3. Obviously, we're not going to take that one. I'm falling for that. Okay, knight g5, knight d1. It's probably the smartest. The only other move I was considering was rook e1. takes and then maybe take this way with like that bishop hanging. There's queen a5, bishop d3. That kind of looked pretty good, but something about rook e1, it just feels like a funny move, so I decided against it. I think we made a reasonable call there. I think he's gonna now go with that one. Yeah, this is coming next basically no matter what. Maybe we can go here. Kind of like the knight there, so I was kind of thinking like bishop d3 is nice and simple, but okay, I think we should just start with this one. So there's no way he can take it. So let's just get that in there. Takes, bishop takes e3's bad, so king has to move. And you also can't go to e7. That's annoying, right? Because I take it with a check and remove the defense of this bishop. So yeah, it has to be king there. I think taking makes things pretty easy. Oh, okay, well that makes things very easy. Let's get rid of that bishop, and then we can go kind of all in on the f pawn there. We have an extra piece, so I think we're surviving now. Maybe f6, but we'll take it, of course. Oof, good game loss moves. You're gonna have to tell me about that theory that you're harvesting over there. That looks scary. I think I was worse to lost or something at some point there. How bad were the odds at the beginning? Oh no, I don't think there were odds at all. I think the position is probably around equal. Like, beginning of the game, as far as I know, is, I wouldn't say theory maybe, but just a totally normal position. But it's something that technically white shouldn't really be doing, so. E5. Man, E5 hurts here. Jeez. E5 hurts. Yeah, after E5, it's almost -1, says the engine. Okay, this is a generous engine, but still. Pawn takes, we might be... Well, I thought we were pretty much lost here because... if I go here, there's bishop c5. I thought I was getting killed. I decided to struggle a little more with this, but to be honest, after this, we were also getting killed. Here, I think he needed to play queen takes b2. Then I have to move my rook. And then bishop c5, and it feels like we're just KO'd. So, this was going to be the game. I would have had to play this. Bishop e3 here, literally only move. But this is cooked. So I was really happy to see bishop c5 here. I must still be worse, but getting to long castle, I can fight there. Whew. Okay, we barely survived game 1. You guys are clearly out for blood. Let's go for another one here. Penny, good luck to you. d4. All right, let's go for knight f6 and e5. We practiced this opening once upon a time, you remember? Okay, we'll attack that pawn on e5. We'll go give this check. It's not worth playing bishop c5 when people go bishop f4, so... No, I think we want to just take that right away. I'm just trying to think, like, is there any reason to go here? But yeah, I think we just take it right away. Oh, my opponent might have watched our series. I can't lose this, so I think we've got to go d6 here. And there are some cases where you don't castle this way, and instead you go here. So I'm kind of going to wait and see. e3, yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is the move. I mean, castles is always reasonable. I think if g3, then we would go castle. But e3, we'll go with knight e5. Yeah, I think so, Sleazy. So far, so good. Let's go bishop d7. I want to go castle and bishop c6. Rook d1, I'm very happy to see, actually. Because I wanted to do this anyway. And now I don't even have to worry about, like, the b file being challenged. Okay, and now just bishop a4, you'd think would be game over. But white's kind of not only bailed out, but might even be doing well after queen f5. So, yeah, I think the best idea here is always going to be to move the king to safety. And now this would be, I think, erroneous in view of bishop a4. So we'll need to see another move from the white queen, I think, which is good for me. Yes, this bishop going here makes all the sense in the world. Not going to allow maybe white to go there or something, and you know, I'll always make that option possible. Knight e4 to play knight c3 looks kind of nice. It also threatens knight d2, and it threatens to take the bishop. So this looks kind of multi-purpose. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Okay, so even though bishop takes here is a threat when I move this knight, for example here, I thought that I could play knight takes c3. At least I hope I can. Because I'm hitting the queen, so that threat seems like it should kind of be the most important. And let's see what happens here. Okay, queen f5. Good looking move. Thinking about e4, never feels nice to open that bishop and close ours, though. So I have to admit, I don't love that move. The only reason that it could be interesting is that this bishop doesn't have a lot of squares. Bishop h5 is a no. Bishop g4, we can play g6. This queen has to go somewhere. And then h5 next. And knight e2 seems like it's happening. So queen e5 will be played there. Takes, our knight is hanging. Yeah, it's playable there because I can grab this a2 pawn. Okay, and then here's the other option. Just take the bishop. Obviously, pawn takes doesn't make a lot of sense, but it might be necessary. If pawn takes, I could even go take that bishop, for example. I feel myself kind of liking e4 more and more. Yep. Gonna try it. So hitting the bishop, I think this is the only move to consider. And then I'll play this one so I don't lose that pawn as well. I was just thinking after this, I could also play bishop d7. It's a bit of a weird looking move, but could actually be good. Something about this position is still not very convincing to me. Not at all. Yeah, I think bishop here, pawn here, queen a5 is not the best look for me. So I'm actually drawn more and more to this one. If queen check, we can go back. If queen takes, we win a piece. And if bishop takes d7, I can throw in knight e2 check, which should be good. So I'm going to try this. And if queen here, we could take. Material is pretty much even there, but I have the open file. Maybe we can make it work. Wilt the tilt. Thanks for 20. What is that? 5, 6, 25 months. Thanks a lot, Wilt. Okay, good move. At least less scary for me, but certainly a good move. Takes is available, but I can also grab this. Rook d1 needs to be discussed. Yeah, this is definitely a lot simpler. Simple is good. So I know I'll be losing this pawn, but I'd rather take on c4 if I can. And yeah, bishop e2 could have been played there, but I also think it's nice to take here and then hit the rook and then take the other pawn. For example, bishop takes is like by force, because even if rook a1, they can't take back. So it means I'm going to have these two pawns holding back these four, which actually don't do a bad job. And I might have 3 connected pawns over here. Takes. So bishop e5 or something weird. We can go b5 maybe. It's not even necessarily a threat. Yeah, so what I might do is just b5 here. Actually, even this might be the best move, because this is not possible. So yeah, just defend everything, and now I'll go for this. And I got the best version there. I didn't lose this pawn. I didn't lose any pawn, and I got both of them. So that was kind of the best case scenario for me. Now these pawns aren't going to be super dangerous. And I think we can just, yeah, we're against the dark square bishop, so usually means pieces on light squares, pawns on dark squares. So if I did like a6, for example, I don't think it would be as good. Yeah, and rook e6 is not possible. Yeah, c5 next, and then suddenly there's no threat there. Let's actually go here, just to bring the bishop to d3. Nice tempo there. And yeah, we can start advancing these. It's nice to know that the rook can never really go to b1, so time to just go. I think we can do this one. All the endgames will be pretty easily winning here, just because because of the opposite bishops. Like, I have 3 connected pawns, so yeah. Make sure to advance pawns on dark squares, though. I think that's pretty important here. So my pieces go on light squares, but my pawns go on dark squares. If I had played like a4, c4, b3, that would be the worst arrangement possible. But you're going to see here, we're able to advance pawns on dark squares, and that'll be the best way to do things. So c2 is actually threatening to win. It's really hard to stop, because yeah, you can't really get that bishop around to cover c1. I thought that was Thought that was a really good game. Clearly, someone's been watching the Building Repertoire series. This was a lot of pretty good moves. I think maybe only Rook D1 I didn't agree with. Rook D1 did not look like the best because I want a castle anyway. That's certainly a very good game. Yeah, maybe I should have taken first, but it's hard to say. Bishop F3 was just kind of... So eventually I was thinking Queen B2 would have been a nice move. In the end, maybe even Queen takes H7, just saying, look, we don't care about these pawns. Because Queen F5, I kept thinking to myself, I'm worried about Queen H7. I think Queen H7 could have even just been played. So I'm not sure. Yeah, Queen F5 might have been kind of favorable for me. And I spooked myself with G6, Queen A5, but truth be told, I think that the game was very balanced. Probably until this point. Even here, I think I'm a little bit better, but not winning. But Rook C1, now I think I'm teetering on better. And after Bishop E5, Rook D7, I think I'm definitely better. So now it might be lost. Karka, I definitely did. It's already happened on stream so far. All right, who do we have here? King of the Hill from Zoom. Yes, you can tell that Zoom Kerchu is definitely working on his chess. Looking to play King of the Hill. The thing about King of the Hill is that you basically end up playing normal chess. At least when you're dealing with like reasonably strong players. I feel like this I can go knight there. Let's just take it. D4. Okay, let's go like this and probably do that one. I'm kind of expecting this. What the the hell is that? I mean, B5 to play bishop here looks pretty good. Knight C5 looks like it nearly wins a pawn. I mean, I'm confused by that move. Rook A4, I mean, that's some creative stuff. Rook A4 is the type of move that you're either like a very strong player or it's an awful, awful move. So maybe this is Zoom's moment. Maybe he's a grandmaster for this one, but it's looking like a hot piece of garbage. Like, literally Rook A4 and just like lets me take the rook. Like, all right, but interesting, interesting move from buddy over here. Yeah, pre-move BA4. Those are the guys we need to watch out for. Okay, E5. Kind of think this might be interesting, but let's start with this. Me as well, happiest Bear. I think you're not a real chess player if you didn't start by playing this, and getting the rooks out. You know, that's the mark of a real chess player there. guess we're kind of threatening this, but I'm not sure how serious that is. Maybe this one? I don't know. This move seems like the most reasonable. Probably just make a very slow move like this. This one is quite bad, so probably he won't do that. I've got this one coming up, and I did this also just to kind of watch the checking diagonal. And I'm obviously not that interested in castling number one because of that, but also just that's where everything's pointed. So I'm kind of staying in the middle for the most part, at least for right now. Knight g5 here, maybe he wants to take. I don't see any problem with this. I mean, to be honest, I don't see any problem with this. Let me start there. Yeah, I think let's begin with this. I don't really see anything dangerous for now, so I want to get him to clarify things. I mean, yeah, literally even h6 takes. Like, I don't see anything there. So that's also fine. f4. Holy smokes, man. I mean, f4 is just crazy. Okay. I guess I'll take. This one's also hanging now, by the way. And this one always has this reaction, which is so annoying. Okay. I guess that makes sense in a way. Probably this one next makes a lot of sense. Okay, so more pieces into the fire here. Let's just go like this. I mean, I'm up like a full rook here, so I don't think we need to be too concerned. I guess we'll take this way so we don't lose that. Bishop here. Just go g6 to kill the diagonal, and our king can probably just hide on g7 pretty nicely. Wait, I forgot it was king of the hill. Okay. I forgot it was king of the hill. We got scammed. King d4, and the sound of losing. I'm not sure if it's the sound of regular losing, but it sounds like a draw offer. So I thought he played king d4, offered me a draw, and then it got auto accepted. That's the sensation I just had. And then I was stunned afterwards by realizing we lost. So those are the emotions that I just processed. It's like, how did he force a draw? Shit, I lost. What the fuck? I completely forgot. Nigel short type. Nigel short type. What does that mean? Nigel short type. GG Zoom. Maybe it was part of his plan. I think if he had played a bit better. Yeah, I think that's actually really clever by him. If he had played a bit better, I would have been more in tune. But because he was playing so bad, he was down a rook. The guard went down. And then we exposed ourselves to the king d4 brilliance. That everything was like perfect there. Just bad enough that we took the foot off the gas. I was like, oh, I can't take him seriously. Very nice Zoom. Happy to see that your chess grind is paying off. Rook a4, only to win the game with king d4 at the end. Zoom is on the way to being a strong chess player. One king of the hill win at a time. Damn. I almost lost my first game to Lost Moves. I lost my third game to Zoom. So even though we're 2 out of 3 right now, you can see why I always say that the chat is extremely dangerous. And why I'm not ashamed to admit I am scared to fight you guys. I am frightened of you. Alright, I'm 2 out of 3, but it feels like I could be 1.5. Or even 1 out of 3. Lost Moves almost got me as well. So we're off to a shaky start here. Who else do we have? Good luck. Oh, this is a 1900 as well. I guess Rook a4 brilliancy. I gotta hand it. You know, credit where credit's due. I just didn't understand its brilliance at the time. Yo, nice song. We always got the songs for you, man. Exclamation mark song. Got you covered. Got you covered. Queen e2. This is the dream. Are all the games right now King of the Hill? Honestly, I'm just gonna start playing King to e5 in every single game. You know, just to ensure that guys like Zoom can't thrive. Every game, I need to just get my king to the center, just in case. Because even if I pay attention to it being King of the Hill, clearly I forget. So I'm better off. I'm better off just putting my king in the center, just to be safe. I mean, at this point, it's just smart business. Do you have to be a sub to challenge? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Here on Sub Sunday, we are not exclusive. We do not exclude anyone. So even if you're a pleb, even if you don't have a chess.com account, anything goes, right? Please send a challenge in. If you're not a sub, I'll never accept it, but you're absolutely welcome to challenge. Okay, knight d6 is the threat. We want to meet that. How do we want to meet that? Kind of annoying. I actually don't know if we have a good way to answer that. Like, other than just, yeah, giving the bishop, of course. Yeah, I'm gonna give this bishop up. I think that's kind of the best way to go about things. And then e5 doesn't look great. Okay, we can go here. This bishop might not turn out to be a great piece. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. Maybe put the knight here. It's not going to be that easy. Like, we're definitely not doing that well. But if he's not accurate here, I might be able to trade these bishops and get a good position after all. I'm doing this because I didn't want him to get this in. I'll probably consider bishop c5 next. Okay. Kind of happy to see that. e5, knight d5. It's alright. I certainly prefer white's position, though. Let's do this. Bishop here. He gets a nice square for his bishop, but I'm not really keen on dealing with e5. Everyone's playing well so far. Let's go here, add some support to that, and most importantly, control this diagonal before he does. Remember, the number one thing I want to do is trade those bishops. Probably be playing rook d8 next. King f8 also looks good. If I was him, I'd probably be looking at this and this and this. Also rerouting this, maybe to like that square. Okay, goes here. Let's make sure to get one trade in. This is defended. Now, our king can join the middle. Yeah, he's going to do the same thing. But he can't just walk there because this pawn is loose. If he goes here, we can also consider taking. Okay, now this knight can jump in, but he has knight b3, so let's just bring the king, yeah. Okay, let's drop this back. I'll reroute this knight. Doesn't feel like it's doing any. Both knights, to be honest, don't feel like they're doing anything anymore. Wow. Okay, let's just be solid. This was another move that I think was quite good. Yeah, I like our position here, though. This is a win if we can play it. Another nice game. Everyone's playing well today. Happy to see that. GG. I think we made the right call to take with the bishop, but it's quite a difficult decision. Sucks to part ways with the bishop. Here I thought that white should play knight e5. Best move by far, I think. And without this move, I think I start to breathe some life into the position, although it's not like he played poorly. It just stops that and also stops knight d7, so kind of a good move. He played really well, though. The only thing that I would have considered throwing in is the move e5. I don't actually know if it's the best, but pawns on dark squares is a great rule for two bishops against bishop knight here. Jay Ingram, thanks for the 27 months with Prime. Have I heard of drawback chess? Not once. Buddy, did you see me? I just got KO'd by King of the Hill. You think I like playing variants? I don't know what the hell drawback chess is, but I can already tell you that the chat will be significantly better than me at that. Yeah, thanks for the game there, LV. Peruna Plague, thanks for the 11 months. God bless indeed, ABD. Everyone's playing well today. I can barely squeak these wins out. All right. Who else do we have here? Yeah, again, guys, if you're challenging, 5 minutes or less, unrated, is preferred. E4, D6. Okay, I'll play this nice bishop c4 line. Usually black plays this move early, but in this case, because it's not played, after knight f6 we can play queen e2 as opposed to having to play the knight. h6 looks super slow. The only reason I could see h6 being played is if my opponent wants to play this. So because he wasted time, basically I would never play the move h3 here randomly because it just wastes the move. But if my opponent's going to play this, which doesn't look like a great move, yeah, I'll take the time to play h3. I'm happy to make that trade. I wasn't really going to put anything on the g5 square, but I think bishop g4 is a very natural move. This move also might not look that terrible right now, but I was about to say, if I ever get the move e6 in, you'll see how much weaker the g6 pawn is without the h pawn there. And then he goes and plays knight d7, which is a terrible move. I think black's basically lost here. I mean, yeah. Black's losing a knight after g4. The move e6 looks like a murder scene. e6, I don't even know what to say. The only reason I'm not going to go for e6 is because he just went and lost the piece. So I kind of like have to just go take it. But yeah, e6 looks killer. If I play e6 though, the knight can retreat. And e6 takes, queen takes, there's knight e5. And I can't take here, can't go there. It's slightly annoying. But yeah, this h6 move was already a really bad start. b6. Things are not looking good here. So, even though this is tempting, the knight will always be able to retreat. So I'm gonna hold off for now and just win my material. I'm expecting this. Might not be played. I mean, yeah, this could be played, but at that point, I'm also taking this. Keep in mind, moves like this are coming. Yeah, I don't think you can play like this. I don't think you can play like this. So, how are we gonna do this? I mean, I guess e6. I don't know. We can kind of throw in like queen e4 here to get g6 check. Like takes here, here, check. Bishop takes. But, you know, there's queen e8. It'll never be forced mate, I think. Okay, knight f6. Honestly, might be the best move, but he'll certainly have to answer knight g6, so. There was no answer provided to knight g6. I guess I stand corrected. He will not have to answer knight g6. Mike, to put it mildly, that was a disaster. h6 from you here is terrible. Just terrible. It's not like the end of the world, but one of those moves that's completely unnecessary. Mike, were you trying to play bishop here, but you saw this and didn't want to blunder it? That's the only explanation I have. I mean, you're scared of knight g5? Like, what's knight g5? It's like a fried liver or something. Number one, you can play e6 if you're really scared. Even c6 gets ready to deal with that in a much better way, preparing d5. And if I don't do it, you don't have to play d5. You can go for, some stuff over here. Knight f6, what are we talking about here? I'm going to go knight g5 and just win the game? Like, you can castle, This isn't some Mickey Mouse game where I can just play bishop c4, knight g5, and you resign. But playing h6, you're like reacting to something I'm not going to do. So I took the time to go here because I was thinking, okay, This is not a great move for black, but this is a good move for white, so I'll make that trade. And now if you go play normally, I mean, e5, e6 just kills you, and you can see if that pawn was on h7, you'd have better support. e6 wouldn't kill you as much, but nothing's good here. You're already in big trouble. Yeah, e5 is needed, or at the very least, you have to make sure when white plays e5, you can successfully play knight d5. If you can't, and your knight has to go to d7, g8, h5, and especially if I have e6 to follow up, you can be sure that whatever you've done is wrong. Wrong, wrong, and wrong. So that's why c6 is a helpful move, because e5, you'll always be able to put your knight here. And black almost never plays knight there, knight d7, because then e5, e6 just wins the game immediately, every single time. All right, big smoke. All right, big smoke. Is he here? Okay, the answer is no. The answer is no. All right, who else do we have here? Brilliant move. Good luck. All right, here comes e5. g3. Yeah, this stuff is tricky for sure. I'm gonna go for this. I expect bishop g2. Yeah, I might actually start with bishop e7. This is just a really nice setup that you can play against just about anything. Castle's probably not quite right. Yeah, let's just go with the knight, and we'll castle, maybe queen c7, b5. Okay, allowing a4, a5 is actually not usually what you want to do. So I'm most likely going to play a5 myself here. Yeah. Too much space for white. I don't really like that. I have the option of maybe bringing this knight here, but as you can imagine, with a pawn there, knight on g6 is not great. Bishop e3 strikes me as maybe a little bit odd. We can definitely just go here and bother him a little bit, for lack of a better word. Queen here, once again, might be, could be a little annoying. Looks like it could be a little annoying. We'll try it. Rapton Ranger, thanks for the prime. This move looks cute, but don't think it works. Yeah, that's definitely the most challenging move. Takes followed by takes was kind of what I was planning, you know, as a fun option. But I think the knight retreats, and it's one of those things that maybe like an engine would do a bit better at than I would. But yeah, probably no good. Okay. Let's just go back. I guess it is a 3-minute game, so shouldn't be thinking too much. One Swishin, thanks for the 38-month resub. Go Oilers. I don't know if we can thank you for that, but I mean, huh? It has to be a mouse slip or something. Like, weird move for sure. Could keep this pawn, but I think I'm just gonna take here. I'll lose this pawn, but I just won both center pawns out of nowhere. And yeah, let's just take check. And I think just bishop d7 and everything looks good here. Not gonna be too tempted into this. We don't need any problems there. Yeah, I'll do this. So knight f5 always gets met by g6 now. I might just play g6 next. I suppose there's a few ways I could handle this, but g6 looks like exactly what we wanted to do anyway. So I'll just do it. Okay, I can feel, based on that pre-move, I can feel the speed cranking up here. Don't think queen b3 is actually good for him, but he might do it because he wants to I thought maybe he would want to trade queens. Good game, I have to assume. Definitely some strange stuff about king f1. Obviously not a normal move, so some sort of a mouse slip happened there. Nice game, though. Jin makes me sin. Thanks for the 14. Welcome back, welcome back. Great username, as always. Let's see if we have any more challenges here. You can send one in, exclamation mark, challenge. I'll take challenges from our subs first. Prefer if it's like 5 minutes or less with the unrated tag on it. Too much beer tonight. Let's play d4. Okay. Hey, Rap Frank. I haven't had a lot of time to pay attention this week, but whenever Sabonis pretty much averages like feels like 50 plus. So for me to get like a 30 game from him, once I saw that, I knew I was cooked. GG's Rap Frank 69. Now with Luka, that could be his total fantasy points, or that could be the amount of points he scored in one game. That's the problem with Luka. Let's go here. Just not exactly sure yet how he's going to want to go. Yeah, so I think he wants to play c5. Damn, it was an off day for Luka, it seems. Okay, let's take that. Knight e5 and then g4, g5, I think looks good. This move, of course, is just like always a nice one. Okay, let's drop the knight in first, though. Can follow up with more pawns. King here, knight here, knight here. So we can either like just fully allow this, or we can try to put up some resistance with a move like a3. Yeah, I think I will play a3. b4 doesn't quite work, I think. King b1, is it time for all these sorts of moves? I'll go slow. a3, king here. This move isn't possible, and for now, that move doesn't look possible. Kind of waiting for him to do something with this king. Okay, now we know he has to go to the other side, so let's go here. And yeah, if he goes there, I think it's time to push. I know it seems weird to bring the rook away, but this move finally makes the move f5 possible. Maybe it was playable there, but yeah, f5 is a pretty strong move. If he takes, maybe even e6. But this will make it scary for him to castle, makes it scary for him to leave the king in the middle. Kind of all the above. Okay, let's take, definitely. This bishop g6 check is going to hurt if he takes that way, so he doesn't, but that comes at a cost as well. We can attack the rook. Yes, knight c4 is happening, but when this rook moves up like e6, and we're really ripping open the center here. Knight c4, I mean, lots of squares. I think I can put my queen. Yeah, so we need to open the center here. Castles takes, and he doesn't really have a good way to take it back because we've got this coming. Oof. After this one, I feel that he should really be getting hurt on the next turn here. So let's start with knight e4. And we have bishop g6 check in reserve. Okay, he goes here. I think that means we just win. Like we just win a piece here. There might have been another like pretty decent queen move. I don't know, like queen f4 or something, but I mean, I'm not going to say no to a free piece. Has to be pretty easy to convert from here. And yeah, even like h5, g4, just lock everything up over there. That looks pretty nasty as well. Oof. Yeah, it's hard to make a move here. Hard to make a move here for the opponent. Okay, well, naturally we'll play rook here just to be a funny guy. Okay. Doesn't want to take. Probably smart. I mean, after this, he could play rook f7, but... Not a bad fight. I think my opponent's main problem was he never really solved the issue of the king. His king stayed in the middle and it was getting attacked, but it couldn't go to the queen side because he moved the rook. And then it also couldn't go to the king side because, I mean, that looked scary as hell. So I'm not sure what to recommend, honestly. Enzo, thanks for the 14 months with Prime. Yeah, h5 was satisfying, Sleazy. Probably should have gone for it. The clamps, indeed. He did. You know, for all the things you could say about my opponent, you do have to mention he definitely didn't get KO'd there by any of my nasty attacking ideas. All right, Enzo. Good luck, man. Let's go for a c4 game. I'll mix it up. Knight f6. Okay, g3. We'll see if he wants to do this. But usually when you see this, players are usually either playing e65 or c65. That's just the way she goes. If you guys have seen the Chess Bra TikToks as well, we've also been recording. I don't know if funny is the right word, but some different TikToks, that's for sure. I think we're going to be doing a few more of those today. Usually record them on like a chill Sunday when we have time. I guess we can go for this kind of setup here. You guys have probably seen this setup, really popular. Often you get it from the black side as well, against like the London, for example. Just imagine that bishop was on f5, then black's playing the London, and we've got this. Queen c7 means that I can open the c file really easily, so I'm not that scared of e5 because I'm going to gain a nice tempo like that. Cringe, TBH. Yeah, I think that's the goal. I mean, yeah, I just execute. I'm the talent. But I feel like we've done a lot of like in the past, and when I say like TikToks, I mean like YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, TikToks. They're all the same. We've done a few of those in the past, and whenever I think it's like kind of a funny clip from the stream, it's like doesn't really get any views. Whenever it's like some completely random like soundbite of whatever I think is like the dumbest thing ever, all of a sudden it's like, you know, 1 million views. I'm like, what the hell? Like, I just truly don't understand it. Definitely don't understand it well enough. Cringe sells. D takes c4. Which pawn do I take with? Let's say I only had a pawn to take with, I would take with the b pawn. Let's say in the current position, I would probably take with the knight. Black played knight e8 and then bishop f6. That's 2 moves to trade a bishop. I'm just going to say no. And what? Are you going to like play 2 moves to put the knight back there? then I'm going to be pretty far ahead. Exactly, SJ. And we're just not quite there yet. We just don't have it in us. Okay, let's bring this knight in. I'll probably play moves like e4, f4 next. You'll notice like black's development is just non-existent compared to us. Thanks Apex Monkey for the 9 months with Prime. Rook e8. Yeah, both e4 and f4 look like great options here. F4 looks pretty nice. The only thing about e4 is it does allow like more trades to happen. So maybe for the moment I'll just go f4, but my next move is going to be e4 for sure. Hey, what's up, Yasser? Hanging out is a great word for today. We are for sure hanging out. Just taking some challenges with the chat, chilling. It's been a busier like stream schedule lately, so first truly chill day. Kick sub is really 3 times more expensive. What do you mean by that? Jin makes me sing. If anything's more expensive, it's the Twitch stuff. But no, they should be basically the same price. Maybe you're looking on mobile or something. I don't know. There's always these nasty mobile charges, right? You gotta be careful. Yeah, Twitch has regional sub pricing, but they also have regional sub payments. So, if it's cheaper for you to sub, then we also receive less of the sub. You know what I mean? Which might be all around fair, but it's something to keep in mind. Cost you $2 on Twitch and $6 on Kick. Jin makes me sin. I can promise you, you did not just sub on Twitch for $2. Maybe you subbed with Prime on Twitch, and they charge you $2 on top of your Prime. There's no such subscription on mobile on Twitch that costs $2. I can assure you of that. If you sub for $2, I mean, do you live in India? Or Turkey? I'm trying to think of the regional prices that could be the case. But remember, if you're subbing with what would be like a total of $2 for you, then we'll receive basically like $1. Whereas if you sub with $5 on Kick, then we'll receive almost $5. So yeah, I guess it's possible that your sub is that cheap, but then everything will be priced accordingly for that price point. I accept apologies in a different currency there, Sleazy. Let's just take this. This looks like some good energy here. Getting to take here, like, I'm not exactly sure what happens next, but it feels like the king will kind of be just in the middle of the board and just kind of running around, so certainly not the best continuation, but I don't know. I'm kind of bored. He's got all his pieces on the back row. It's like, gotta get something going. He can't go here, which is kind of key, so yeah, he's got to go this way. So this is more of an impulse kind of decision. He does go back this way. He's going to drop this. After e5, I have to be careful not to be a fool and lose my entire queen. to like bishop takes h or bishop h3 check, but of course there's quite a few ways around that. I think I might just plop this rook down here. I'm trying to think what he's gonna do next. Maybe a4. Yeah, I don't really know what the win is. Go here. I like the way he's playing. Maybe we have to do this. I'm gonna go c5 and keep that a little bit closed. You can't really move the bishop except to here. Let's go here. I'm assuming he'll play this. If not, I'll grab this pawn with check. Like bishop b7, for example. Ooh, he's taking a lot of time here. Yeah, this is like a tricky one. I'm just gonna take. Keep it simple. Hey, nice game, Enzo. Yeah, overall, I can't say like too many nice things about it. I don't think you made any big blunders, so I definitely credit you with that. But for the most part, Enzo, you didn't really get developed the entire game. So your opening was good, but then it was a lot of knight e8, queen b8, a lot of like retreating, and you just never had any space, never had any pieces doing anything this whole game. So it didn't feel like you were doing that much. But at the same time, you didn't commit any huge blunders at all. So there's some good and some bad from that performance there. Yes, the Twitch local pricing is checking in. MG Gustav, thanks for the 27 months and 9 months from Edwig as well. More challenges coming in. Hopefully Yasser wasn't too offended by that sacrifice. I definitely don't think it was the best idea in the position, but it had good energy around it. You know, maybe d5 would have been like smarter. I'm not sure, but at the very least, I think we deserve some respect for this. Take no risk, get no praise. That's how it is. Hello, Chicken Pants. Great to see you, sir. Happy Sunday. Twitch sub cost to beers. That's a good question, but definitely beers more. 1-to-1 sounds like a good ratio. All right, ever. Northrop, I see you as well. Edwig, thanks for the 9 months again, man. Power bottom 99. Happy to hear. Let's go ahead and take. So queen e2, and man, I don't know if theory's developing here, but I pretty much always go for this, and lately queen a5, for better or for worse. The idea being that I'm just trying to get bishop f5, and the whole point of what white's doing is you kind of stop bishop f5. So yeah, I go here and try to get that move in. So bishop here with a very clear, like, you know, you can't play bishop f5, but there's some obvious drawbacks to a move like bishop d3. So I guess we'll go knight d7 here. A couple nice knight jumps are possible. I guess I'm not giving up fully on bishop, like, developing out this way. Knight here, just want to keep in mind that moves like this exist. I mean, even moves like this exist. Let's be honest. But this pins the knight, which doesn't actually feel that comfortable. So I'm gonna stick with the more solid move. White often plays like kind of like this and gets that bishop out really quickly. Queen c4 doesn't feel like a great move to me. Number one, bishop g4, there's no knight e5 and there's no knight g5, although this move is happening next. But most importantly, I feel like I can just do this and develop a tempo on the queen. I mean, queen c3 can happen, but the general rule is if you're playing like a Caro-Kann, a Scandinavian, is if you trade the queens as black, you almost always have a fine position. So I would have been happy with that. Yeah, don't think we'll do that. Maybe we can keep harassing the queen for the moment. Another reason I like this move is it also allows this piece to return, which is exactly what I'm going to do right now. Queen is a little bit awkward on a5. Like, it went there for one purpose, but I'm clearly not playing bishop f5, so I think we can safely go back. And yeah, it was also like just pinned here and just kind of annoying stuff. Okay, I think we take this. Knight b4 looks like it could be annoying. Bishop there played confidently. Might just go bishop d5. Yeah. Knight takes a2. I don't know about knight takes c6 or anything like that. f5 also possible, but a3 takes doesn't look great. But yeah, bishop d5 is what I was going to go for. And I think we've almost achieved like kind of everything we want. Just getting these like last trades in. It's not like we're better or anything, but I feel like blacks are so solid here. As long as you trade the queens and just get out of the opening in reasonable shape, then can't complain. Yeah, e6, and yeah, we just got this solid structure. Again, like white's not complaining here, but I feel like they have more to prove. Let's castle. Okay, that move looks like it does not do anything. Okay, we're kind of forcing this rook move, 'cause I think this one might get into trouble. But I'm very okay with what's developing here. Okay, this knight needs to move. If I can, I'd love to get pawns on dark squares as soon as possible. So like this and this. Let's start with this one. I think I'm actually going to... maybe this. Yeah, let's go for this. He can't quite take. Yeah, we want pawns on dark squares. I can also play this pawn up, which is kind of nice. If we go here, there's a couple pawn moves to think about. Yeah, I'm thinking that this is actually quite a decent idea. B6, also possible maybe to like win the pawn, but I'm actually just going to try to play around that bishop, kind of ignore it. Okay. Take for now. Okay, so it can be defended, but you know, I also pick up this pawn. We shall see. Let's bring our king in. Okay, he's kind of... I don't know, he's moving that bishop around a lot here. It's like, well, how do I get my hands on that thing? Let's start by going here. Just to see how he wants to react. It's the first not great move we've seen. If I take though, there's still f4, so I wouldn't say that the position is resolved yet. Check will go here, and then finally we can take. And yeah, b7, I'll also go there. So yeah, it just wasn't that easy to corral the pawn. Let's tie his rook down to these pawns here, and then we can activate our king. This one I have to be careful because he does get an outside pass pawn. I think we're okay to do it now, though. He can check us, and we can go here, and then we'll have rook a2. So he would be much better, actually, to go here. I kind of missed that one. That's a good move. Yeah. That would have been a nice one for him. Unfortunately, this is going to be losing. I think we're still better after king there, but safe to say we definitely missed it. Not a good miss. Let's get this pawn in there. Always pre-move a move like king d3 because it'll only be possible if he moves his king, at which point you know you're happy to play it. And that means other moves won't sneak by you because it'll always be illegal unless he moves the king. GG. Ever, ever, ever. Thanks for playing. Oh, well played. I think everyone's playing well today, just in general. Like, I never felt great about this opening. I think that, I think white played it probably better than me. I mean, I go for queen a5, but bishop d3 I think is the most testing move, not allowing that. But knight d7 castles, and again, knight c5 b4 is quite stressful for black, so instead we saw this, queen c4, like maybe queen f4 first, I was thinking, was like the main move. But yeah, I really liked the way that white played it here, bishop d3, and just like not allowing bishop f5, which is the obvious move. Ready for the sub battle. That's right, under 1600. Yeah, all I'm seeing is value. All I'm seeing is value. There is not a sub battle later today. I feel like that's just a general statement. You know, it's kind of the same thing as, you know, you being in the backyard, you know, just throwing the football around and, you know, with your dad, throw a perfect spiral. And dad's like, damn, that was impressive. You know, staying ready for the NFL draft. Which, of course, does not imply that you're being drafted into the NFL. All right, Northrop. Let's see it. Staying ready for the candidates. That's right. Okay, I've played a lot of different openings today. We went E5, we went C5, C6, D5. Yeah, I feel like we've tried a lot, so I don't know. Let's keep it going. I'm going to go for the French here. Bishop E2 is not the highest energy move. Okay, that's a bit more like it, though. We're going to take, especially because the bishop's already moved. I feel pretty comfortable here. Castle. Castle, there's no way I can let like a rook check happen. I am going to take the time to stop this. He might actually do the same to stop that pin. Both pins look annoying. Most importantly, if white does something like this, knight a5 will hit like a truck. So white usually goes for this, 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 this. And as for myself, I'll probably do moves like this, this. Okay, so he starts with that one. Not a bad move at all. I think I'll be the first. So this, the only thing is this one. So we just need maybe knight e7 and bishop f5. Rook e8. There's immediately bishop queen g6, but I think more disturbing is bishop takes h6, which you can't really allow. So here, I'm trying to remember why you wouldn't necessarily go for queen d3 first. Yeah, it makes sense. I guess we can go knight b4 and queen g6 hits. So yeah. I understand. Tree Boys, thanks for the 2 months with Prime. Queen d3 makes sense. Okay, yeah. This is this move stops queen g6 nonsense, let's say. One thing it does, though, is it hands over that great square to my opponent. So while I'm getting stuff, I'm giving a lot. I'm going to probably play this in this. Have to shut that bishop down. It's just like very strong piece. And of course, any trade of that bishop would be fantastic for me. Even though I'm going to get an isolated pawn here, so will my opponent. And my pawn's on a light square, which means very hard for those two pieces to attack. And I'll have the bishop pair. So definitely not bothered by this. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Think can do this one. Bishop drops back nicely here. Also just, yeah, queen f6, rook d8. So I have this or this. I'm kind of feeling this one a little bit more. Just to like get a piece out at the same time. Kind of match his energy there with queen h5. Although bishop e6 would have been fine, I didn't really like handing over that whole diagonal. Because it looks like he's all here, but then he just switches like bishop c2. I can't go back, so I thought that was a little annoying. He's just developing. This is loose, but I'm not really that interested in taking it. Just gonna bring my rook to the center. Seems less stressful. Let's drop the bishop. Again, I'm eventually gonna work up the courage to take it like on the next turn, but I just don't think it's necessary. Okay, let's double. That's a check. Just go here. Now we can go back here, and yeah, we've basically done well getting this endgame here. Hovering for like a check or something. Let's go this way. Yeah, basically I would like move the A pawn where possible, and I was just not pre-moving because you never know when rook takes a4 it could get thrown in. Very nice game, Northrop. So, I mean, this middle game is completely fine for white. I think I've done a good job because I've traded a piece, neutralized this, got it blockaded. So, yeah, I definitely think we've played better than him so far, but it's not the end of the world. But the more pieces that get traded, like when this happened, this endgame is suddenly fantastic for black. I don't know. Anytime you have an isolated pawn and you just trade pieces to the endgame, I feel like the position just gets better for the guy playing against it. So if you have the isolated pawn, you don't want to be in a position where your queen's not there anymore, you're down the bishop pair, you've also got the worst structure. It's like no good comes out of that. Definitely a good game though. Can't say that the chat has been slacking today. Everyone's played well. Scrux, thanks for the 5 months. That's exactly what I was just saying, Northrop. Like, you gotta be happy with that one. I can say from a macro level, you definitely let some stuff happen that maybe you shouldn't, but can't be unhappy with that game, man.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, buddy.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Filming good or beating up on viewers good?
Oh, both. Is our guy here?
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, if you want me to start, I was telling them that we got some more big TikToks coming. Some more cringe talks.
Yeah, I might send you in first. If that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're in Chess TV right now?
Yes, for 30 more minutes.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, sorry about that. But I have some good news for you as well. If the intel from the chat is correct.
Yeah.
I'll have to remember his name, but we're investigating the conglomerate of Mortys. Was it like this? But it had something. It was like.
You can also just go to my account if you ever want.
Was it on this? Or Chess Pro?
Chess Pro.
And I guess that's Hansen now, isn't it?
Yeah. So it should be in the second page of bullet games because I played.
Oh yeah, good call. 20. It had the 1 in it.
This guy.
Nope, he's still here. He's still here.
And your buddies. So his account looks legit.
Yep. The Mortys are all here. The Mortys are all here.
I'll investigate. But yeah, I don't mind if you. Asim says hi.
Perfect.
He wants me to keep the nails. I wanted to wash them off. So
He's got some ideas for you.
that's yes. That's what I was afraid of.
I think so, Smokahontas. Although I have a suspicion that it's the same guy. It's either the same guy or they have like an informant, a Morty informant. Because that account in chat only talks about the Mortys and specifically about the matches. So it's either the exact guy, because I know he watches, or they have an informant, a bird, that represents the coalition of Mortys. I'm going to pass the chair to Eric. We're just chilling this Sunday, so thanks for tuning in, guys. We're recording some TikToks. I'm going to go do some now. Maybe Eric will join for some after. And there could be Jeff TV in the works. That's actually not crazy. Because at some point, maybe Eric and I will need to record some TikToks together. And I would love a Jeff TV session. Right? He's peaking right now. Maybe a 2400 in the works. So, maybe he can be convinced. But anyhow, I can play more games against you guys later. Eric's going to take over. I'm going to record some TikToks. But we're just chilling this Sunday, so a good place to hang out. I'll be back, guys.
Hello. Gonna start with a song from last night. We had some great energy. Oof. That was good. A techno remix of Sweet Dreams. Hello, ABD. You missed some bumping stuff. Dude, it's always hot as fuck in this house. What did he miss? You wanna see what you missed? Are you sure? You want to relive last night? I'm wearing the same clothes as usual. Watch this. We're gonna vibe, ABD. It's a Saturday night. I'm facing a bunch of kids named Morty. Wait. Sorry, I was just checking if it was working. We'll try this again. The kids are coming, ABD. The kids are coming. Watch out. Thank you, Seabrow Thrust. I know you had a good time last night. ABD wasn't there, but you were vibing. I saw that. Thank you for the resub. Wait, ABD. Wait a sec. Why are people fighting in the sauna again, ABD? Pause. I'm trying to have some wholesome chess, and I've just noticed something. Yep. Wait for this. Oh my goodness. This is a close game. Not anymore. Get the pawn to a2, rook c1, and just queen. Are you ready for sweet dreams there, bus driver? Is it sweet dreams night? Shove her in. Yes, bishop h6. We're playing through the speakers. We're having a vibe. Yes. Yes, good boiler room shit. Speed! Check. 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 Speed. Check. 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 Takes. Check. ABD, how many times have you seen somebody adopt with painted fingernails? How often do you encounter that in London? Trade. I missed knight g3. That was low energy. It's okay. Dude, this part was so good. Oh my goodness. That's for you, ABD. We're not done though, ABD. We're not done. We're not done, buddy. I'm just reliving the old energy. Next soldier, Seabot Thrust, is that right? We're not done, ABD. They send more kids after me. Oh, I need... A new challenger is about to appear. And a new song request. People... Here we go. This full screen's not working. Damn it, I changed the scene, didn't I? There we go. This was last night. I'm rewatching last night. It's like a sex tape. You record it so you can watch it later. One sec. Thank you to Mike for the tier 3 and Raul. Go, Mike. Maybe see us later. Sorry, I was muted. Hi, Airbus driver. How are you doing, Airbus? Nicola, Fiona's not making her flight today. And it wasn't because of us. It was, Hi, Anthony. Are you just, repeating your buddy? Hans wants some jerky beef settled, then he can do that in person. That'd be more than okay. But yeah, Nicola, I don't think Fiona's making her flight. I think there's some weather or something from Toronto and she's stuck. What kind of question is that, Jadub? This is just a chess house. It's friendly. Yeah, she's been stuck at the airport for like, I think it's a clearly stated question. You're trying to ask if I'm like in a, like what are you trying to ask? I think you're just, you know, some questions you're not privy to. But yeah, she's just a friend. I just don't know why you feel the need to ask stuff like that. I think people ask weird things when women are around. But I think that's mainly chess people being, you know, lacking social cues. That's right, Twink Time. Beam me up, Snotty. Thanks for the 64 months. What's that weird cracking? I don't know. It's probably me moving around and I don't realize it. Cracking. Maybe I'm getting old and my bones are cracking. There's no aircon on. But there is no aircon on. So that means it's the PC. Which means I need to adjust something. I was tweaking around. There's a banging sound. Well, it's not the kind of banging that you're thinking of, unfortunately. Let's adjust the gate. Let me know if you still hear it. Do you still hear it? Yes. Okay. It's me. It's when I talk. It's when I talk. Yeah, we've had that with the setup for a while now. I'm trying to investigate it. It's because there's a noise gate that you have that sharpness. I'll turn the gain down by 2 decibels. And I adjusted the noise gate. Oh, it's constant now? You can do that elsewhere though, Jadub. I don't have a lot of, I'm not too interested in that stuff. I'm just trying to put on techno and play some chess. If you want some drama, you should go to Hans's channel or something. No, it's just simple. It's a simple solution, that's all. I want to play Counter-Strike. There is a snare drum when I talk. A snare drum. Sounds dangerous. Put on some songs. But yeah, ABD, I got the double adoption with the Sweet Dreams remix on speakers. We're having a good time. How late was that? Not late at all. Maybe 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock Eastern. I was hoping you'd join the show, so I started earlier. But it didn't work. You were out solo. I would be down to play chess, Missile. Swing time, if you're looking for a fight, the Discord has it. Might have to send Jadub there. Nobody's paying anything, Jadub. You gotta pay for that. You find Discord very intrusive. But you don't mind asking who you think I might be doing things with. If you want, the Discord can be entertaining. Let me tell you, people are, the gloves are off there. How was my brother doing? He was on stream last night. Well, no, Jadub, the difference is I can talk about it. It's my channel. So what's your question? Okay. Thank you. Thank you for permission. Yes, I have been given permission. Hey, Shauzi. Okay, let's warm up. Not a bad answer, TT. Not a bad answer. Just putting things on the dark squares. Hello to Tim the Matador. Yes. Back from a campaign in Discord to say hi. Did you say hi to him, ABD? Yes. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, ABD. We have to. The fighters are piling in. I'm gonna go Queen F3. Let's trade the ladies off. This move annoys me, but it wasn't played. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Now you gotta go knight e4. Let's activate our rook. Sure. Even better. Now you don't have f5 because of queen f5. Tim, is this not good enough for you, Raul? Tim, TV already happened. That's what I've been talking about. Tim already went on today. Did you know that? And I'm not kidding about it. Oof, that's a nasty move because I'm threatening double. Let's eat that. Oh, it's for you, ABD. You saw Dune today? I'm thinking about catching it at like 11 p.m. Fiona was great energy last night. Thank you, Wild Hacks. Hey, Codis. We just watched yesterday's stream for a little bit. But I'd rather have 5 balls or 7 fingers to each hand. Why? Isn't 2 balls enough? I would take 7 fingers. Now, I'm not a pianist, and I'm not talented at all with music. But I'll always remember the answer to that question is very easy for me. Because One of my favorite movies that I'll reference, and it's not most people's favorite movie. Um, I'm gonna play it for you, and then you'll know what my answer is. Because I don't think 5 balls. I don't need it. But this is nice. Beautiful scene, by the way. And this is a great movie if you haven't seen it. Is this the guy from Breaking Bad? I just started watching Breaking Bad. Is this the cop? He looks similar, doesn't he? It's not him? That's not Hank? Tim says no. Well, Tim, I said cop. It looks so much like him. He's probably been bald this whole time. I just started watching... I'm almost done season 2 of Breaking Bad. Well, it looks so much... It's... The voice... But I imagine you could do more as a pianist. Good movie. Very good movie. It's one of my favorites of all time. Often... yeah. Hello, the Kazi. Is that a juicy prime lurking around? You. Thank you, the Kazi. I sniped a prime. The affiliate link for us is ! premium. Thank you, Johnny Daffa. I'm supposed to be recording some TikToks soon, so I'm just waking up and chilling. I didn't know that, dude. Dude process. I didn't know that. That's noted. This is looking bad for white. Black can go g6. They don't even need to right now, but the second rank plus the pass pawn and the safe king is going to be lethal here. The reason you can trade is the point is after b2, you can bring your king out. But I'm still pessimistic. Although maybe I shouldn't be. Yes, you have to cut out all the escape squares. You gotta make sure the king can't cross. But there should have been a move a few moves ago. In this position, there should be a way to try to press. Not king here. Let me check here. Yeah. There should be some way to get a very good position. Some way. You can give up this pawn. I mean something like this. And then king here. There should be something. ABD, you have a song? Red Rum! Finally he appears. He skipped another. I replayed the energy from last night. He still wasn't here. He skipped last night too. All my 30-second chess against... You just got back from a run with your woman. And you pluralized woman. So you have multiple women that you're running with. If that doesn't scream Chad, I don't know what does. You can just picture Red Rum jogging with like 5 ladies with him. Yes, pluralized. Holy shit. Anyone else running with women? He's like that leader in the Middle East that used to have, maybe they still do, like a female only like National Guard or something. Just some elite ladies surrounding him. Holy smokes. Gaddafi, yes. Go Red Rum. Amazonian Guard. We just watched the clip from Gattaca. This is the song featured in one of their scenes. These guys are probably playing a training match, like practicing. Oh, it's a tremendous movie, ABD. Tremendous. Really well done. J-Bell backed out of our lesson today. Oh. It's better than what happened to Jeff. Do you want to be cheered up? Jeff matched the lady on Tinder. They agreed to a date today. They chatted last night about the date. They traded numbers. He's getting ready to go on the date. Checked Tinder, noticed he was removed. Tried to text her, noticed he was blocked. So she didn't say anything, just blocked him, removed him, wasn't planning on showing up to the date after they all agreed last night for a wholesome afternoon coffee date. And that's not the first time that's happened. Saved him some time, yeah, but just say it. The blocking stuff is very immature. Very immature, yes. To say I can't make it or hey, I'm not feeling it or change my mind. Just own up to it. It's just it's a shitty way of doing it. You know, blocking is yeah. ABD likes using the block feature. We know that. Well, if you just can't go on a date or don't want to, just say that. You don't even need to block the person. I mean, you can, but I don't see the need unless they're harassing you. Say like, I'll unmatch you and we're not gonna meet. You just kind of make the person feel shitty, right? So I don't think blocking is needed if you can't attend a date. Oh, you got in trouble on Kick. Wait, I got you in trouble because I rated Amaranth after the stream. You fell asleep. Your wife catches you asleep watching Amaranth with her boobs out, and you got in trouble. Is that actually what happened? I feel kind of I just wanted to raid somebody. That actually. Oh my goodness. You did nothing wrong. You can clip this. Timmy Two Time was just watching chess, and I, Eric, put on Amaranth because she has been a chess pupil of mine in the past. And I did not expect boobies to be there. We were working on chess. It was me. I sent a raid. And you have proof because you're not following that channel, are you? If you're following that channel, that might be a bit more incriminating. No, if you go to a chess channel to watch boobs, that this isn't the channel for you. No, I'm not saying that, Nicola. I'm writing a doctor's note. I have nothing against the boobs. I'm just giving a doctor's note to Timmy Two Time, who fell asleep. ABD, thank you for the song request. Jason, have you watched Dune 2 yet? Have you started Shogun? No, I don't know what that is. Let me look it up. Blue-Eyed Samurai. It's animated. I don't watch animated shows. But it has good reviews. Blue-Eyed Samurai. What is this? 8.8 out of 10 on IMDb. I don't watch anime. What is this? It clearly... No, it's animated though. South Park I'll watch when Amon puts it on. I don't watch on my own. But the main guy in South Park is named Eric. Okay, well this looks well done, but I can't watch it. The only way for me to watch it is if a hot girl forces me to watch it. In exchange. Yes. If it helps me get laid, I'll watch it. Blue Eye, Samurai, and Chill. That would be the only exception. It looks well done though, eh? For anime enjoyers. 8.8 8.8 is a good rating on IMDb. That's a strong show. I'm not dissing the show, I just can't watch it. No anime. Can we watch that instead of Halo? I'm sure it's better than Halo. Halo, they've made it somehow like it looks like the budget was like $200 with the actors and the dialogue. Like they didn't get any writers. They didn't get any actors. They went 100% in on diversity for like the worst show to do it with, like where it doesn't make any sense. And yeah, just horrific writing as well. No, Red Rum, you have to watch Halo. You have to catch up to me. Thank you for the song request, BBD. It's a chill Sunday. Blue-Eyed Samurai has lots of nudity. Thank you for telling me. No wonder some of the horn dogs here are recommending it. That does not surprise me. Weeb levels are increasing. You thought you were watching me play up until a minute ago? That's a moment ago. That's perfect. When I'm not playing, but you think I'm playing, that's really good. Move! Dude, I keep getting stuck. Just getting stuck on pieces there. Fan of really tall woman. Aside with Twitch Prime. Thank you. Thank you for the 39 months. Oh, we have a song request from Airbus Driver. I don't think I should play 30-second chess. This is for the guy who got in trouble with his wife. There's a song request for you. No, I should go back to watching people play Blitz and not doing anything. Oatmeal and chill. Thanks for the 22. This song is by Eric. It's called Call on Me. How was last night? We went pretty late. Didn't have a crazy night in Toronto. Which is fine. Fine for me. I'm saving my energy for the candidates. Even though that won't be held in Toronto anymore. But in case it is, small chance it still is, then I'll save my energy for that. But I think it's less than 50%, yes. That's a funny comment by Tim. 2 players have visas out of 16, and a non-essential personnel getting a visa means that Tim is optimistic. A non-player. The reason it would be moved, Tim, isn't because media people can't get it. It's because players cannot participate. The media person doesn't get it, there's other media. If, I don't know what the odds are it gets moved. You're asking the wrong guy. Yes, and she's not one of those people, Tim. So none of the news was about that. There's essential personnel and there's non-essential personnel. No, photo chess is not a candidate. Vishy Anand has a visa. He's also non-essential. He might be a former world champion. He has his visa and he's Indian. But it doesn't matter whether he has it. It is also the Indians, not just the Russians. Correct, Nicola. Yes. Well, nobody has a visa except 2 Chinese players. That was my update. It should be less than 50% for them to process. I think like 35 visas in a week, but we'll see. If it happens, it's good. If it doesn't happen, then we'll have to have a month of mourning, and we celebrate a month of mourning by playing Counter Strike for the month of April. Mourn the loss of chess in Canada. Charlie Reza doesn't have a visa. Isn't it less political interference and more ineptitude? I don't know. Does he have a French passport? He has an Iranian passport, and that is obviously going to have political implications, depending. So even if you have other passports for Sidra, I don't know if you know this, but if you visited Iran or have connections, you go under more screening, and there's more processing. Even if you have another passport. So if you're American and you go to Iran, they don't advise it because you. And we've had this experience already with one of our friends. So it does, yeah. You already you already run into some extra issues. India is about Hardeep Singh. Yep. Yep. But Ali Reza was here for the Champions Chess Tour. Chess.com got everyone in, so Ali Reza should be fine. I don't know why he hasn't received it yet. If he maybe he has. Hikaru, Fabi, Ali Reza should all be fine, because he already was in here. But if they wanted to, they could delay it more. Oh, wait. There's a match I have to watch. Reset the counter? Do you want me to reset the sub counter, Yo Bob? Is that what you're asking? Which counter? There's a smothered mate counter. What's that? I'm old. I don't know what the smothered mate counter is. Is that like a new chess.com product? Because there is no Take Me Out. They stopped making it in Ireland. There aren't too many countries that have a proper version. I played Form 1S the other day. I got into the groove later on, but they played a certain position. Some of the moves were play some of the moves that were played were remarkable. It wasn't because I was playing poorly. It's very hard to describe. But I usually have a good feel for things. They're very good at playing some dynamic positions in Hyperbullet. It's not about the score. Score and rating doesn't matter. It's just certain moves. Could be fluke too. You're asking for somebody's FIDE rating based on Hyperbullet games, Wild Hacks? Am I understanding that correctly? Is that a real question? You're asking for FIDE, a classical rating, to Hyperbullet rating conversion? Is that a real question? We're talking about Hyperbullet. What do you mean good? The point I think he's making, Wild Hacks, is that there's a very serious spread. You can have there's just no conversion. 1500 USCF and 2500 hyper, as Johnny's mentioning, is a huge difference. People wouldn't guess that he's 1500 based on his rating. Yeah. There's no conversion. Mouse skills don't have a FIDE correlation. And 30-second chess is very heavy on the mouse and pre-moving. So like a kid at Hyperbullet could go 100-0 against a national master in chess in Hyperbullet, let's just say like a 50-year-old national master would lose 100-0 in hyperbullet, but in classical they would beat that person most of the time. Like there's really different skills. It's what there's so many different factors. Yeah, but what does that have to do with classical chess? I'm still perplexed. You're playing against other people that play hyperbullet. You're not playing the classical FIDE pool. Blitz is a better indicator. But yeah, I don't know. It's a moot discussion. 2600 blitz is good. It's a good blitz rating. Most people 2600 blitz are 2000 plus over the board strength. Ratings are all whack these days, anyways. FIDE is trying to make some changes. I don't know if they're going to work. They gave everybody a bunch of rating under 2000. There's some deeply deflated pools like in India. Um, just predicting, it's nobody know these days. It's very hard to figure out over the board ratings. Everyone's trying to solve that. Nice line, nice line, nice finish. Board Butcher says the ads won't go away and resubs with Prime. Thank you. Thank you, Board Butcher. It's a chill day. I wasn't planning on actually playing today. I was planning on watching Dune. I can play a game here or there. I spent all my energy last night. No, I haven't read Dune. I've read a lot about it, so I kind of skipped it a bit. It's pretty dense, so I kind of went ahead. I'm planning on reading maybe the first two or three. I was gonna wait to watch Dune 2. Why don't you want to watch the first Dune, Fad? It's a great film. You'd get away with it, but it's a good movie, so you're just missing out. And they're trying to break it into two parts. Yeah, spans a few million years, exactly. Yeah, it goes off on the deep end. Like, would you want to watch Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King, without watching the first two? You could still watch it, just won't be as enjoyable. Okay, just gotta go to the bathroom. I think I'm supposed to switch to kick. Am I wrong? No. No, we're good. We're good. Hey, Caballo Loco. Quirks, have you been improving your elo? Oh, this is very good. Klay Thompson, the Warriors lost so badly. They rested a lot of their guys, so I'm winning an NBA fantasy. And I had a horrific week. Oh, I have a chance at winning now. Oh, that's good. Cade Cunningham needs to have a monster game to defeat me. I should play some chess, but we're supposed to switch to kick soon too. That's where the fun stuff happens. The Fiona match, she played other people, including Tim and Wild Hacks. You're up, Frank. You have an outstanding song request. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. When will I play? I play once in a while. Today? Uh, once every hour I play like a bullet game. I'll play Gentle Jimmy. I'll give you a game right now since you asked so nicely. Just a Grunfeld here. I think you can go here. Maybe not. The Celtics always look strong, but Miami. Miami says hi to them. Am I going over important chess principles? I'm still learning them. It's tough. Stop the center. I've already failed. It's tough. I'm gonna play some BS. We're gonna talk about how to blockade with a knight. I'm gonna put my knights on A5 and D6. I'm giving a passed pawn to Buddy. Probably gonna go bishop C3 and hurt me. But I'm gonna get a knight to D6. I'm predicting the moves pretty well though. Let's defend that pawn. Every pawn matters. So the knight's on a dark square. My opponent doesn't have a dark square bishop. Gonna go queen c7, rook here, rook b4. How's that? The reason I go rook b4 is I want to get rid of my double pawn. So I want to give my opponent a way to trade. Because I'm a nice guy. And you know who else is a nice guy? MapRail. Because that's 10 gifted Twitch subs. I want to go rook here. They're going to go there. And honestly, I'm thinking about... So you know what I said? I want to get rid of the double pawns. They're not taking. I'm going to go here. I really want to encourage my opponent to undouble my pawns. Because otherwise I got isolated pawns. And that's not good. That's better. My pawns have been corrected. Voila. But we have work to do, right, ABD? Let's go A4. I'm seeing some dark squares available. Yes. Some dark squares are available soon. Push. You have to take. You're not going to allow b4. We're up 20 seconds. We're going here. I'd love to get some passed pawns rolling down the board, right? I'm gonna go h5 just to give my king a bit of space. I'm gonna go here, preparing this move. Is it impressive? No. Is it cheeky? Yes. I could have thrown in a3 first. That would have been more accurate for a better player. We activated. There you go, Nashmeister. Thanks for gifting a sub. Thanks, Maprail. One more game, you say? Holy smokes. I'm working overtime here. The guy's username is Gentle Jimmy, so I feel comfortable playing anybody named Gentle Jimmy. Am I able? I'll turn the music down a little bit. Yeah, I'm working overtime. Gentle Jimmy. I'm gonna have to switch to kick soon, so I have to get some good games in here so I can convince some of the good people of Twitch. We stream on Twitch, but also Kick. Kick is where your friend Hikaru streams also. Kick.com, same username, /chessbra. That's where the evening shows are. So make sure to follow that channel too so you don't miss us. Squidward, thanks for the 6 years and 2 months with Prime. Where's Gentle Jimmy? I want to play Gentle Jimmy. Look at that. To be gentle is the first win. It's a very wholesome. Yeah. Follow us on Kick. KVX, welcome back. Give us some Kick follows, because we'll do a bit of streaming there too. We can expect another Blitz game in an hour, that's right. What's on tap for tonight? Nothing. I'm supposed to film some TikToks in a moment. I'm supposed to trade off with Amon. Who's this guy? 180 IQ. Q. IQQ. Okay. Let's get you your one bullet game as well. Some shorts, some YouTube shorts. I'd love to do some Counter-Strike, but I'm tempted to watch Dune 2 tonight. Very tempted. Look. You won. I told you I'd go overtime. And I won. Yeah. 3 hour. I don't have no issue with 4 hours long, 3 hours long. I just don't understand in North America why they don't have intermissions. Because you can get concession sales during intermissions. They do this in Europe and some other places. Some theaters have it. Like it's just, you need to, people clearly like watching shows now. Like streaming services have made movies very accessible. So box offices already like often lose money, whatever theaters, AMC, Cineplex in Canada. The only way for it to stay relevant is that the experience of going to a theater is still something that can't be replicated at home. So for revenue, it's about diversification there. So yeah, you can have alcohol at theaters in Canada now. You couldn't for a long time, but like you need that in-person experience, whether it's the seats, whether it's like breaks, whether it's like food available. I don't know, other amenities. It needs to be premium because you need to motivate people to. Dune is a movie you want to see in theaters, but I don't get it. Oppenheimer, yeah, we enjoyed, but like, yeah, you had to pee. I mean, we were having a great time there. That's a dialogue heavy movie. You definitely need a break there for the average person. Carvalho, I want you to follow us on both Kick and Twitch. Oh, we played Airbus's song. Thank you, ABD. But like sports events have breaks because they get ad revenue from television, and at the stadium, people go use the bathroom and they buy things. A beer might be $20, and people buy a beer at like when people are out, they spend money. So I just yeah. Once you're in a theater and you can't leave it, you can't spend more money. Some theaters you can order to your seat. I know they have that. But when the movie is ongoing, you're less likely to do so. So I just don't get why there's not intermissions, even from a revenue perspective in Canada. I was aligned with you yesterday, CM Roy. That's why I didn't take any of it. You expect me to take the Lakers over the Nuggets? You think I'm that kind of guy? You think I'm gonna bet on my guy AD over Big Nicola? There's a few Big Nicolas.
Hello, sir.
Hello, I'm on. I've been playing a ton of chess on stream, and I'm really fatigued right now. I even went
Really?
overtime. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've been doing some really good ones. Probably our best.
That's good news.
You have an appointment as well now.
Do but I want to get rid of my nails. I'm still nervous.
Well, then you mean like on a different day, or can you get
No, no,
rid
I
of them
can
now?
do I can do it today. I can do it today,
Yeah, that's fine.
but people will come at me.
They definitely will. Yeah.
Wait, Amon's beating you in Underdog NBA? Wow, that's a comeback.
Oh yeah, man. The underdog NBA is like I'm going up against some sweaties there.
Am I still dating and crying about it? No, do I look like I'm dating? I look like I'm emo as fuck. Like, what kind of comment is that? Look, I'm playing Weebs and Hyperbullet. Yeah, I'm still whining. I'm just not dating. Jeez. The nails look killer. Oh, thank you, Harsh Breezy. I haven't switched to kick yet.
That's fine. I was gonna switch. Um, if you want to get ready, and then there's some for you to do, and then Jeff is going to take over for a little bit while we record some together.
Sounds good. Exactly, Chesline. CM Roy's trying to convince me to take the Lakers over the Nuggets. I'm like a. Come on now. I could
LeBron's
I
not
could I
motivated
could be
anymore.
on acid and I'm not gonna take like it doesn't matter. I'm not taking the Lakers over the Nuggets. Yeah. Okay. You want me to read out your picks and ask why you're asking why I'm not fading your picks? Okay. Sure. Let's take a look at this. Uh, Rockets plus 9.5 versus the Suns. I'm gonna put a lot of money on Bradley Beal riding the bench. No way. I like the Rockets. I like Dylan Brooks. They got some trolls on the team, and I have a few players there. I like the Rockets. Underdogs. I like Alperin. Trailblazers versus Grizzlies. The Grizzlies have like nobody on their team. They're they lose by like 40 points every 3 games or something, and like they have what Luke Kennard or something. They actually like have nobody on the team anymore. They can't hit a basket for long periods. Portland sucks as well, but at least they're going for youth. So like, I mean, you're not. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not taking your those picks. The Grizzlies have been really rough to watch. It's like watching the Wizards. They might have been, but they're so inconsistent and they actually don't have players on the team. Thank you, Bass Maniac. Nuggets are getting crushed too. That's okay. That's okay. I like the Nuggets. I'll bet on them even if I think they'll lose. I'm a Nuggets fan. One more game to close out a heavy session.
Have you been just fighting the weed?
I've been watching the Weebs. There's a show for you to watch called Blue Eyed Samurai.
Is that that's a weeb show, I gather?
It's animated, so you could say yes, but it seems pretty high tier for a Weeb show. But it is indeed, what a move.
But hanging even if it wasn't pinned. Funny guy.
Nashmeister, you won another game. I gave you another one. Wins on wins, racks on racks. So now, that was a long shift. I couldn't even play chess. Tim was fighting in the sauna.
Like, oh, I wasn't.
Like Tim was just caught stirring. I'm like dealing with a bunch of different things. I'm not kidding even.
Okay.
Not true? Okay, I'll let him on and look. Kramnik's playing. That should cover me for another 2 hours. Thank you. We've had some nice support. ABD's been contributing some music. That's been nice. ABD, if you find any Take Me Out, I can put it on, but I've spent a lot of time looking up shows. First Dates is the best one to try, but we need to get access to the full episodes. I'm going to have to VPN. What do I use for VPN? Exclamation mark NordVPN. And I hope anybody here looking for a VPN takes advantage of our code, ChessBra. You get a discount, some free months, and you can use, I think, VPN especially for watching some shows that aren't available in your country. If not, there's also security reasons you might look into it, and that'll help me out. We need some VPN enjoyers. I use VPNs. Okay. I'm gonna go film some things. Is Shogun good? Just look up the ratings. It's just dialogue heavy. It's not. If you're ADD or you can't like listen to subtitles or watch subtitles, maybe not for you. But yeah, it's really good. I can see that ABD. I'm gonna transfer that to Amon. Ask Maniac, thanks for the 10 gifted subs, and thank you. I asked you last night before you left to give energy towards Calgary, and you did. The Flames
I
scored
saw
three
that
goals.
comeback. That was great.
3 goals in the third period
Great
to
stuff.
beat the Penguins. So thank you, Bassmaniac, for the support. The Flames really needed that. We still have playoff chances. Winning 5 in a row and tilting the Penguins hard. Like, they just kept getting turnovers. It was all, like, it was just nasty. Nasty stuff. Yeah. All right. I'm going to film some TikToks.
Mm-hmm. Whenever you're done, you can send J-Man up.
Send J-Man up?
Yep.
Sounds good.
The creative juices are flowing. Hello. Yes, Rui, I will be competing. Not sure about excited, but competing, yes. Will you be in the kingdom, Rui? Maybe Gory will be in the kingdom as well? Hello, ABD. What's the vibe today, sir? Mr. Hansen alluded to some songs. Song ABD. That's good to know, Rui. One less talented CPQer. It's basically that, Gory. Not quite, but pretty much. Well, Rui, we have so many mobile games, right? You know, we do so many mobile game sponsors, so it's not like, I wouldn't say it's like super smooth, but we definitely have done it quite a few times, so I wasn't worried about that too much. But I didn't test it or anything, so maybe it'll just flop tomorrow, but it should work the exact same way. It should be alright. Had a few samples. Yes, it is kick time. That's correct. You're absolutely right. I'm the big bad kick switcher. That's why I'm here. To take us over to kick. We're also not, I don't believe, but let me double check. I don't think we're on Chess TV. So we have some leeway. Unless there's chess to watch or play. I'll never have your TV. Did you also hit a peak, champ? You hit 1100, you're saying? Or you're saying you've lost so much rating you'll never be back? Because I swear I've seen Big Champ up there. Hello, Carvalma. Yeah, that's me, dude. That's me. You hit 1500. You are a human. I do have to recognize you in the official census of chess players now. That's, you know, that's annoying. More work for me. Counting up more elos. But I'll say congrats. Always love to hear about the success stories of the chat. I refuse to believe that, champ. Your English is too strong. Hello, Red Drum. We're just heading to Kick. I hope you guys don't mind. Kick.com/chessbra. I'll be streaming for a little bit. We'll have a Jeff stream in a little while. We're recording some TikToks today. I think you guys will find them very funny. In my opinion, the stuff is getting better and better. Recorded some funny ones just now. So they'll be coming out in the next couple weeks. Whether you watch the YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, or TikToks, it's all the same content. So yeah, I'll see you guys in just a second over on Kick. All right, kick.com/chessbra. I'm here to bring us all over. And if you don't have an account, it would be hella nice to see you make one. It's easy to do. But we're going to keep streaming. So I'll see you guys there. I'm the big bad Kick switcher. See you guys in 30 seconds.